Hi Sue, how are you? Hi everyone, my name's Tracy Bish. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia. I am also go live every Thursday and I have so many things to show you today. So it's been a really busy week. We've had a new catalogue go live. I just haven't been able to keep up with everything. So many different announcements. Hopefully everyone's had a really great week and you've been keeping busy. Hi Glenda, how are you? And I'm just trying to think. So last week I did tell you a little bit about what we were doing on the weekend, and I'm just looking at my computer and I look a little bit fuzzy. So we've got some bit of a heavy rainfall at the moment and a storm coming through, so I'm not sure whether my internet's a little bit dodgy. Let me know. Hi Ali, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, so I'm not sure. On my actual phone, it's nice and clear, but my computer looks a little bit blurry, so let me know. Hopefully it's streaming all right, and that's just my end. Yeah, so the catalogue went live this Wednesday. Oh, look fun. Beautiful. Thank you, Sue. And yeah, lots and lots of announcements. Did everyone have a really great Father's Day? Did you get up to anything exciting for over the weekend? Because we had, both my kids were here this week, last weekend, which was lovely. We got to go out for tea, and we also went to the movie Sound of Freedom. If you haven't seen that, I highly recommend that. It's a really great movie, gets you thinking, and it's a true life story. So yeah, I think everyone probably should see that and be aware of what's happening around in our world. But oh good, thank you. Hi Wendy, how are you? So we did that. We had a big Sunday breakfast for Father's Day and had all the trimmings, you know, bacon, eggs, tomatoes, mushrooms, all the good stuff. And the kids stayed around for a little while. We got to play shoes, which is like horseshoes that my wonderful friend Wendy Cranford gave to us when we were visiting her place. That's something they do over in America. They play horseshoes, and we got to bring her horseshoes home with us. So they're actually the same size, like the same look of a horseshoe, but they're huge and they're really heavy. So it's not really a game that girls play very well. You need to have big strong muscles. So yeah, my kids played with that, which was really great. And then they had to go home, and we took my dad and my mum over to over near Bort, and we went and seen the Spencerman. So if anyone's in Victoria, if you've been to see the Spencerman before, let me know. It was amazing, and I did pop some pictures up in my social media, so you may have seen that all as well. And it's huge sculptures that are made with real life spinners, so absolutely amazing. There's so many different sculptures there. I didn't even show all the sculptures in my social media, but it was a really amazing. And if you live nearby, I highly recommend going and checking that out, because it's a really nice afternoon out. Okay, yeah, so we did that. That was a pretty full-on weekend. So, and I'm hoping that this weekend's going to be a little bit more quieter, which will be lovely. So I do have a few crafty things to do, but do you guys have anything planned, or did you do something super exciting for Father's Day last weekend? Hi Sharon, you're babysitting your granddaughter while you're watching. That's awesome. I hope she's super young so she doesn't get bored. Wendy said she had a combination of Father's Day and a 48th wedding anniversary. That's amazing, Wendy. Congratulations, 48 years. That's a great feat. Absolutely. Wow. I'm just trying to think what else we've done or what we're doing this weekend. And I really don't think that anything's planned. It was such a big weekend last weekend that I don't think we've planned anything, which is good. So yeah. So what we might do, I'll keep an eye on the comments, so please comment, let me know that you're watching, let me know if you've done something exciting last weekend or you've got something going on this weekend. Share with us, because we always like to know. Oh, Sharon says she's 2 and she's playing with her dogs. Oh, that's great. That's a great age. 2 and 3 are my favourite age with kids, I think. You know, they come out with the funniest things. They're super cute and, yeah, just super funny when they say things. So, mini catalogue. This was available as of yesterday, so Wednesday the 6th is when it went live. And super exciting because now I can actually show you things inside the catalogue, which is something as a demonstrator we haven't been able to do until it goes live. Now, if you don't have this catalogue and you would like to get your hands on it and you're not ordering from another demonstrator, get in touch with me. I've got a few left over, so I can happily send them out to you. If you are ordering through another demonstrator, please get in touch with them and ask them for a copy. But we're going in this mini catalogue for today's project. And today's project, because it's the first Thursday of the month, is actually our customer appreciation card. So, oh, actually it's a project this time. It's a 3D item. So for anyone who's purchasing in September using my host code, you'll be receiving one of these great little chocolate boxes. It's a little Halloween chocolate box, as well as the bundle tutorial. So always great to get a few extra freebies for shopping with me. And yeah, don't forget, if you haven't got that catalogue, you can view it online, both on my blog as well as my online store. But if you want a copy in your hands, just let me know because I can happily send those out as well. So I'll be going through the catalogue with a few things as we go, but I think I'm going to do a catalogue walkthrough because I think that's really a great way to see a few different things that you may miss as you're flicking through. I know when I first get the catalogue, it takes me probably about 3 or 4 goes through the catalogue because I miss things, and I know everyone does that as well. Hi Margot from California, welcome. I think it's a late night there right now, so it's nice to have you here. Okay, so a few new things that are happening this week that started with the new catalogue. We have a special release of some DSPs. So here we are. There are specialty papers. We've got some gold and silver foil. There is also some foiling DSP. We've got Christmas designer series papers. So there's not only there's 15 new papers in the catalogue. So this one here. And then there's an extra 5 lots of new papers that are also orderable now. And you can see these over in my online store. I don't have them in my hands because they were only available to start ordering as of yesterday. But I did pop up a video showcasing all the DSPs. So I'm not sure whether I put it on Facebook or Instagram or both, but I will check tonight to make sure that this is up on my business page, so you can check that out as well. Or you can head over to YouTube's Stampin' Up's YouTube account, they have it there as well. But yeah, great new DSPs that you can grab. And there's some really pretty ones there as well, some great Christmas ones. Okay, so the next one is we have a new Christmas kit from the kit collection. So we've got the festive tags kit that I showed you last week, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was last week. There's a new card kit, which the other one was a tag kit. This is a Christmas card kit. And what's really great about this one is it has a stamp set. So I really love the kit collections that have the stamps because you can then keep reusing those kits once you've used that whole kit. So that didn't really make sense. You can keep using the stamp set once you've finished the kit. Oh, Ali says she thinks that the glitter pack in this special release DSP has a sticky back to it. Yes, I think you're absolutely correct, Ali. The glitter, yeah, that's the glitter paper here. So there's gold and silver. It has the sticky backing to it, so you can die cut your little intricate dies for Christmas or for any of your dies, and you can just peel that backing off and they're ready to go. So which is a great a great idea. So the Christmas Everywhere kit, this makes 9 cards, 3 of 3 different designs. I have some things written down, so let me just have a look at that really quickly. $37 here in Australia. And yeah, so great colours. I like bright, fun, funky colours for Christmas, as well as my traditionals, but this has got like the traditional slash a little bit funky colours there. So not only can you get your tag kit, but now you can do a Christmas card kit as well, all in the kit collection. So you can check both of those out in my online store. Also available is some new branded merchandise. So these are new mugs, new porcelain mugs that you can purchase in my online store. Come in a pack of 2, so you've got the little Christmas lights, and then the red mug has fa la 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 all the way around it. We have DSP that is in the mini catalogue with these designs. So now that I've said that, I better tell you what it's called. Merry, Bold and Bright DSP. So that's this one here. It is part of the Merry, Bold and Bright suite, which you can find out on page 8 and 9. So these little mugs, well, actually I shouldn't say little, they're normal size mugs. You purchase them in the 2-pack, and these ones here are $41 here in Australia. So they're available as well. A great little gift idea. So if you want to grab 2 of those, or grab 1, you can add some little treats inside and give it as a gift. And they have the Stampin' Up logo as well, which is a really nice idea. Okay, the next one I have for you is the Craft with a Cause. I'll just show you that up close. Isn't that a gorgeous little picture? So every year, Stampin' Up, I think every catalogue, Stampin' Up chooses a cause to donate to. So for this one, this year you can find, or for this catalogue, you can find it on page 5, and it's one of those ones that I actually flipped right past because it's at the very beginning where Sarah is having her little message. Well, actually it's a Q&A, and it just looks like, you know, DSPs that we'll see later on in the catalogue, but it's not. It's actually the Making a Difference DSP. It's called Walk in the Forest. So that's this one here. The lights are not real good. As you can see, it's mixed with the polar bear, and we do have a polar bear bundle further on in the catalogue. But this one here is, anyone who purchases it here in Australia, Stampin' Up will give $4.25 Australian back, and it supports organisations dedicated to spreading cheer and providing support to those in need. So I actually don't know exactly who it's going to. Stampin' Up will release that information. I don't know whether they've released it just yet, but it's always to a really great cause, whether it's mental health or children in need. There's lots of different making a differences that Stampin' Up have followed through with, and they always let us know at the end of the catalogue how much money was raised and how much money they've been able to send through. So if you would like to give to a really great cause by purchasing a Walk in the Forest DSP, which can be found on page 5 of the catalogue, this one is a really great one to get, because $4.25 of your purchase goes to that cause, which is an amazing amazing idea. You know, so you're getting your craft, but you're also giving back, which Stampin' Up do really well with that, I think. Welcome everyone. If you've just popped on, hello, I'm glad that you're here. Please pop on and say hello as you're coming on as well. Okay, so the last announcement before I get in and show you some crafty stuff is World Card Making Day is coming up 7th of October. Stampin' Up are putting on a free event for everyone, and you can register right now. what I might do is I might have to pop that link in the description of this video. I'll do that after I get off here. So if you're interested, come back later on tonight or tomorrow morning and click on that link. Now it's open to anyone. You don't have to be a demonstrator. You can be a customer. You know, it's always great to have a little bit of a fun get together. This year, Stamping Up will be doing, well, there are classes with the World Card Making Day. Now you can either create exactly how Stamping Up do it, which they have given us some supply lists. So they're actually going to be creating with 3 different sets. So we have the circle sayings, earth and textures, and then a new set here. So these 2 are in the annual catalogue, and then we have a new set here called Heartfelt Hexagon, which is a punch bundle. So these are also available to purchase right now if you would like to join in and have the supplies for this kit. And they've even provided everything that we need to make the cards exactly how they do them and the measurements. So I'll be popping that on my blog as well. I'll do a post with that, the links, all the information that you'll need if you want to join in. 7th of October. It is run from, I don't know whether I wrote it down. Let me have a look. 2 to 5 p.m. So it's in the afternoon here in Australia, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. I have done previous World Card Making Days with Stamping Up, and you know, you get to create, you know, 3 projects, something like that, and you know, it's always a lot of fun. All right, so I think that's all the announcements. I do have a new host code that when I pop the camera down I will show you, but let me just show you. I've had the Global Monthly Video Hop group got together yesterday, well actually late last night. We have done a blog hop, so if you haven't seen that here on YouTube, there is a new video up with a great theme of thank you, and in the we're having a pretty big storm here, so I'm thinking that it's affecting my internet. So hopefully it comes back up. If you're still there, please just write in the comments that I'm here, and I know that that you're all still there without me just talking and nothing's happening. So the Global Monthly Video Hop group got together. Our theme for this month is thank you. Oh good, thank you Glenda, that's amazing. Nothing worse than having that little circle going around. Oh, excellent. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we'll keep moving on, and I'll try not to get put off by the in and out. So I'm really sorry if that's annoying you. With the heavy rain, I think it's just affecting the internet, but hopefully we can just keep going through. So for the Global Monthly Video Hop video, I actually did 2 projects, a card as well as a little gift box. So this was my sample card, which is using the new suite in the mini catalogue called All About Autumn. It's absolutely a beautiful suite. I highly recommend it, and I've got lots and lots of projects coming out with this new suite. Isn't it adorable? So a little bit of watercolouring in the background. And when I was doing my video, I thought I would change it up a little bit, which I have. And you guys know I really struggle at making the same thing twice, exactly the same. I don't know, I really struggle with that, and very rarely is everything exactly the same. But let me show you the card that we created for the video. So it's this one here. So the couple of differences are, like, I still have the watercolouring, I still have that embossed detail that's like a stitched detail. I have stamped the big leaf in the Pretty Peacock ink, which is really hard to see, I think, but when you have a look at this one that's not stamped, look at that extra detail, which is gorgeous. And then I've also flicked the background with Versamark ink and a little bit of water, and then I've heat embossed with the copper embossing powder, which brings in, because this is heat embossed in the copper as well. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. Like, this is a really pretty card, but this one here is just a little bit stepped up, a lot more sparkly and shiny and really, really pretty. So I was really happy with how this one turned out. And because my sample card was just that little bit more plain, I wasn't sure how this one was going to turn out, but I think it absolutely is so much nicer. And just in flicking a little bit of the Versamark ink and heat embossing that, it also gave it a little bit of texture as well, because it's a little bit more raised in those little dots and splatters. So that's really cute. And then we've also created just a great little treat box here using that 6x6 specialty paper. This has a copper foiling in it. I don't know how well that picks up with the lights, but it's really pretty paper. And in the suite, there's also a ribbon combo. So there's a natural twine and a copper ribbon. This copper ribbon is absolutely beautiful. It's soft, it's super shiny. It looks like real metallic, but it's so soft as well. So I highly recommend that ribbon combo. The whole suite is absolutely gorgeous. So there is a video here on YouTube if you would like to check this video out. Don't forget that all the other links to the Global Monthly Video Hop group attendees are also there. So go over, watch their video, give them a little bit of love, a thumbs up, subscribe, you know, do all that as well, because they would really appreciate it as well. All right, so that's up. This week's Tracy Sunday Challenge. So last week we did do the tags for that festive tags kit, which is a new kit that is available now. So if you want to do Christmas tags, whether you get your kids to do it, your grandkids to do it, these are gorgeous tags. They make 15 tags, I think, from memory. I think there's 3 of 5 designs. Absolutely gorgeous. I loved these tags. I love the colors. I love everything about it. So we made those last Thursday. I wanted to show you my alternatives. Now, I haven't posted these alternatives yet. I was going to do it today and I just didn't get the chance. I also have a video coming out with them, but I've got to do a quick voiceover over the video, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet either. So I'm hoping to maybe get that done tomorrow or tonight so I can get that video up for you as well. Oh, Sue says she likes the ribbon, so the copper ribbon, but she's not a fan, or not keen on the wide one in the pack. I'm 100% with you, Sue. So I just want to show you one thing. I can't show you the project because it's a paid project that I do for another demonstrator, but this is the natural ribbon that Sue's talking about. It's really, it is a thick ribbon. It's super soft though, which is also great. I just want to show you, because on a project that I've just completed, I cut off the edge of that ribbon. So this side of the ribbon on the other side I've cut off, which I've been able to use as, it's a little bit thicker than linen thread. Looks really great. It's thicker than linen thread, has some good texture to it. It's really, really pretty. And then I have taken some of the pieces from the sides, and then I've been able to pop that on a project as well, which it actually looks really nice on the project. And then as I'd finished that project, I thought this would look really nice on a project as well. So you've got, you know, your tassel-y ribbon. It's also so soft that it doesn't add any extra bulk. Like, it's not like a natural, what's that one that we've had previously, and it's quite thick. This one's actually really, really thin, so you could use it as a tassel. And I'm pretty sure that because it is a natural ribbon, you could add colour with that, either with your stamping blends or your ink pads. So you could add a little bit of colour to that and that would look really good as well. And I've got to be able to think of these things, Sue, because I had to purchase another roll. So because I love this one so much, I wanted 2 rolls. So I've purchased another one. So I have to find ways to use this one. Otherwise it's gonna just sit in my drawer. But maybe choose something like this. So you've got the 2 edges, you've got the little pieces when you pull them off that you can use on projects, which looks really good. Like this is a 12-inch piece that I've used, and I was able to fold it over and back and it fit right across my card, so it was a good size. But you know, you could do a little bit more and be able to do like a faux bow. But yeah, and then maybe add some colour. You know, there's a few different things you could do with that. So I highly recommend grabbing that pack because you can use that copper for so many different things. It's really, really pretty. Oh, I'm glad that you've enjoyed those few little tips. That's awesome. Okay, so back to my alternative projects. So Tracy's Sunday Challenge. I made 2 cards. One is super simple. So I've taken the die cut, pool party die cut, as well as a little die cut here. Pop them together. I've used the brand new snow embossing folder in the mini catalogue. And because it's new, I cannot for the life of me remember the name. Snowflake Sky. So I've embossed my basic white with the Snowflake Sky embossing folder. Used my blender brush to add a little bit of that pool party, and I've also embossed that die cut, so just to sort of pull it all in together, adding a little bit of that silver ribbon. This is one of our it's a pack of silver and gold, and it's in the online exclusives right now, so it's available now. It's a very, very simple card, just using a couple of the pieces from the kit. Let me show you the next one. Look at that. So if I would do this again, I would probably do, instead of 4 embossed stamped pieces, because that's embossed in gold, I would do 3, just because it sort of looks like a bit of a monster in the background over the die cut. But I've used colours that I've picked out from here. So Pretty Peacock, Garden Green and Flirty Flamingo. And this stamp actually comes from one of the new bundles in the catalogue. So let me see if I can find it really quickly. So it's Joy of Noel bundle. So this one here. And I've used this image here. I was thinking about this one, but when you get the stamp set out, that's actually quite a large image. But this worked really well. So this is a gorgeous bundle with dies. And don't forget, by purchasing the bundle, you save yourself 10%. So that's always a great saving. And I just used my blender pen to add the colour in. Done it really quick. Even if I show you really close, it's done so quickly that it's not even in the lines, but you don't notice. It's really, really pretty. I've added some of my gold twine from the Simply Elegant trim and my good old faithful festive pearls in the gold. I've added those as well. And then just added the die cut over the top. Very, very simple cards. That one's probably stepped up a little bit more with the embossing, or the heat embossing, but a little way of using some new products and just creating something really easy. But I will have that video up as soon as I can get that voiceover done, which I will do that before the weekend, I promise. All right, I think that was all I had to show you in what I've been up to. Let's have a look at the customer appreciation project that anyone will get purchasing through me in September using the host code. This is it. It's a Halloween. We're looking at Halloween this month. It is a super little tiny gift which is going to go perfect to be able to send in the mail. It's really quite thin. It holds, of course, chocolate. I've grabbed these Dairy Milk Furry Friends, and oh, look at that one. That's the Tassie Devil. So that's what holds inside, and I've actually created this to fit this perfectly. So that's what we're going to be using. I'm using the Tricks and Treats bundle from the mini catalogue. This is a really cute little Halloween themed set. There's actually 2 Halloween themed bundles in the catalogue. I don't have the other one. I actually picked this one over the other one. But we're also going to be using the Them Bones DSP, which is the Halloween themed DSP. So I'm going to pop the camera down. We're going to get crafting because I think you've watched me gab for a little bit too long already. So let me just get the camera set up. So this project's going to come together really quickly. It's not a really hard box or anything like that. And it doesn't use a lot of supplies either. So if you love to create little gifts for Halloween, this is one that you could certainly do. I'm pretty sure you could probably get the Furry Friends outside of Australia. It is Cadbury, so Cadbury are pretty much everywhere now. But you may be able to find a little treat that will go inside this box too. So let me show you that DSP because I have sort of used it in a few projects coming up. This is the one we're using with the headstones. We've got a, I don't know what that check is. I'm never good with what they're called, but some bats. This one's gorgeous. Look at that. Easy fronts to your cards. And some, this looks like houndstooth, but they're little bats. Got skeletons. You can see I've used some of them. I love that Stampin' Up have come out with this idea. So you can use these little pieces cut down. Or the other side we've got Boo and Eek in the pumpkin pie. Got some bones. Some more skeletons dancing with bats. And I think that's all the designs. Yep, that's all the designs. So I will need this one out because that's the one we're using. We're also using basic black cardstock. I've got a scrap piece of the pumpkin pie, and did you guys see in the catalogue, in the Halloween section, there are glow-in-the-dark specialty paper and glow-in-the-dark embellishments. I'm all for them. I think this is amazing. I don't know. I've taken a few photos with the lights out, and it doesn't, I'm not a very good photographer, but you can see it's glow in the dark, and I think this is such a great idea. So this is not just plain white, it is the glow in the dark paper, and it does glow. So alrighty. So we're going to start off with our basic black card. I'm going to cut this down with my paper trimmer, and it does have to measure 5.5 inches by 4 3/4. So let's go 4 3/4. This is actually just a scrap piece that I had in my scrap bin by 5.5 inches. Okay, so on the 5.5 inch side, 5.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1 inch, 1 1/4 inches, and 5 1/4 inches. turning it to the 4 3/4 side, we're going to score at 1/4 inch, 2 1/4 inches, at 2 1/2 inches, and 4 1/2 inches. So everyone watching, do you create Halloween gifts? Or do you not celebrate Halloween? So I have all my marks. I'm going to grab my bone folder and we're just going to burnish all those score lines. So like you can see, it uses very little cardstock. You could certainly change this and do a Christmas version. That would work really well. Thank you for the thumbs up, everyone, as well. I really do appreciate them. It'll help my video to be sent out to other people to see. And last one down here. And then we're just going to cut up our little box. And I know that's really hard to see those score lines, but once I cut it up, you'll see it a little bit better. Glenda doesn't do anything for Halloween. Yeah, it's not really something here in Australia, is it? Like, we don't do, you know, some people do, not all of us do though. Okay, so I do want to keep one of these big tabs as the tab or the closure for our box. And I am going to get rid of, so I'm going to keep this one here. I'm going to get rid of this long rectangle here because we don't need that. I'm going to go down to the second score line. This side here next to our closure is actually going to be our tab that will close the box together. So at the second score line, so there's 1, 2, I'm just going to do a miter cut on our tab, just like that. Then I'm going to cut up to the first score line from the bottom. This is just that 1/4 inch mark there. And I'm going to miter cut on the side there for our tab. Oh, I didn't do that very well. Let's have another go at that. Ali makes little gifts for the ladies she works with. Nice. And Sue, no, not into Halloween. No, that's okay. I will admit, I love creating Halloween stuff, but, you know, we don't do anything for Halloween. So it's just one of those things. Okay, so we're going to cut up on each of our little score lines to that 1/4 inch mark on the bottom, like so. And then turning it over, I'm going to cut down this next score line over, down to the second score line, and then the next one again, and then that last one. So opposite where our tab is, there is our little square down here. We're going to need to keep that little square, but I can get rid of that large rectangle, like so. I can place this one, just fold it down, and then I want to get rid of the large rectangle and the small rectangle next to it. So get rid of all of that. And then the one next to our closure for our box, we're going to leave our little tiny square down here, but our long rectangle we're going to get rid of. Okay. And that will help with our box, like so. Okay, so I'm going to add some adhesive to our little tab here. That's the one that we've done our miter cut on. I'm going to get rid of those little pieces. I am keeping one because I'm going to add it behind the eyes and the mouth of our ghost. But I'm going to use tear and tape. You could use liquid glue. I find because it's 1/4 inch, there is not a lot of room there, so you want to be careful how much adhesive you put down. what I really like about the tear and tape, although this is a little bit wider than that little tab, what's really great is when we take this off, and it's over just slightly, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it back over itself. Like so. So you can't see it now. Pushing that tab in and closing the box. Yep. It's so tiny of a tab there. I'm going to pop my fingers in and just push down. Sorry you're looking at a band-aid there. I have cut my finger I think 3 times and I just keep pushing it and it keeps bleeding on me. Okay. Okay. So we're also going to add some adhesive to the front. So this folds over to the front of the box. So this is going to be the front of our box here. This is the one we're going to add our adhesive to. And I know it's going to look super awkward because there is very little room here. So I'll try and make it look as least awkward as possible, but it's just one of those things. Oh. Struggling to get the backing off. There we go. Folding that over so I can pop my 2 side pieces in and squish that down over the top. There we go. So I'm going to grab my DSP to pop on the front, and we're going to cut that down. The measurement is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So 1 3/4 across by 3 3/4. And I'm going to add that to the front of the box here. And my trimmer needs new blades. I think they're a little furry on the edges. I'm going to use some liquid glue with that one. See, that would look also really good. It stands out beautifully with the black background. Gives us a nice little black border all the way around. Okay, so we're right to do some die cutting now. I'm going to bring in, let's bring in the little mini machine because we don't need the big one. Now, although with this one I did glue this on with the Sentiment Boo with liquid glue, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I do have my adhesive, multi-purpose adhesive sheets. I thought what we might do is I might add some of this down to the pumpkin pie cardstock and die cut from that. So I'm just going to do that on camera, just cutting a little bit off. And this will just make it super easy to pop down straight away. I cut a little bit too much off, so let's get rid of that, because otherwise that's going to get stuck all over my plates, running them through the die cut machine. So with this stamp set we have, you know, some great sentiments, we've got some tombstones, a little ghost, haunted house, we have some bats and stars, we've got a Dracula and not a monster. Oh, that's just gone out my head. You guys help me out. I'm going to grab that sentiment, the boo, and we also need that ghost. Frankenstein, that's it. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to run that one through really quickly. Thank you, Sue. Actually, I might run that back through the other way just because we have that adhesive sheet down as well. Sort of like a two layer area there. Okay, so we have that one. I'm going to grab that glow in the dark paper, and what's really great is you're not using a lot of it. It does come in the pack with 8 sheets of 6x6. It has some really great texture to it. I think that's going to be enough to run through. That's perfect. I need some scissors. Just going to cut that bit off. So this is really great specialty paper. You want to use every little bit, or save every little bit that you can. So let's run this one through. So a really easy treat idea here. And this is fairly thick, so, you know, I'll just quickly run this one through a second time. But you could certainly add, you know, the haunted house, any of the designs that you would like. So cute. We have our boo. Pop them through. Bit of a mess there. And I want to add the black behind the ghost's eyes, otherwise it's going to look, let me show you. I suppose it can go on there, and it'll have the black from the lid of the box, but we're going to add just a little bit to the back there. I'm just going to cut. Use the scraps that you have. Okay. You don't want any around the edges. And I'm going to add just a mini glue dot to hold that down. There we go. So it won't matter where it is on the box, it'll be fine. So this ghost is actually going to keep the lid of the box down, so I'm going to add some dimensionals to the bottom of the ghost. All that rain is getting super heavy out there. I'm really happy that we're getting rain though. The gardens need it, the farmers really need it. They've got to start putting their crops in, and they haven't had the rain to be able to do it. There we go. So this will be able to go on and off, and the ghost will keep that down. While I have this open, let me grab that other furry friend. Where did I put it? Here it is. Can pop that in. Oh. Make sure our tabs don't get in the road. Did everyone have these as kids? It's, I think, a family memory, kid memory, having those. All right, I'm going to grab the boo, and we've got that adhesive backing on there. Let's make it super easy. Pop him there. I'm going to see if I can move this ghost a little. There we go, that's better. Okay, to finish it off, I've got some rhinestones here, just the basic rhinestones. We're going to colour them with our stamping blends. I've brought in both pumpkin pie and basic black, and I've used the dark for both of those. So I'm just going to colour using the marker end. I'm going to do a medium in the basic, the basic black, and then in that pumpkin pie I'm going to do 2 smaller ones. So using our stamping blends, which are alcohol markers, you can create your own embellishments just with the simple rhinestones, which is great that, you know, you can tie everything in together and it's very cost effective. So let's add one of these down below. One here. I do like to normally leave them to dry just for a few minutes before placing them on the project, but they're fine. There we have it. Really cute little treat idea, super economical. It uses very little supplies, and let me just see if I turn some of these lights off, whether they'll glow. Yeah, I think you have to put it up to light. It sort of activates with light. Oh, there you go. So the lights are not completely out, but look how great they glow. So cute. Kids would love this, I think. So I'm going to pop my lights back on so you can see. I really just wanted to show the glow in the dark as well. I think that's really important. It's such a great new product that Stampin' Up have. So it's glow in the dark specialty 6x6 paper. And there's also embellishments in that glow in the dark. There's little bats and little ghosts, which will work great if you're creating some Halloween themed goodies. Yeah, so if you're placing an order this month, this is the new host code. So please make sure that you use that one, and you'll receive one of these little treat ideas, as well as, seems super dark now, but sorry guys, one of these treat gifts, as well as the bundle tutorial. Now this month's bundle tutorial has 55 projects in it. That is, I think, the biggest bundle we've ever had. So you're going to get lots and lots of inspiration. 55 is an amazing amount, all just for shopping with me. So now if you live outside of Australia and you may want the bundle tutorial, you can purchase it over on my blog. Also, if you would like the bundle tutorials but you don't want to purchase them, and you don't want to purchase from me, you can join my team. So if you want to purchase the starter kit and become an INKY stamper, which is what my team are called, my team get both the Simple Sweet Stampers and the monthly bundle tutorials for free. So just for being part of my wonderful group. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending a little bit of time with me tonight, and I really hope that you've enjoyed today's project. I think I will have a few more Halloween projects or cards for you this month, just to showcase some wonderful Halloween themed products. But yeah, I'll be back on Sunday with a new theme for our Tracy Sunday Challenge, so hopefully you can come and join in with that. There's still time to join in with the alternative kit collection, so if you would like to do that, just take a photo of your project and pop it over on my Facebook page in that post in the comments section. So, and yeah, we'd love to see what you're creating. I don't think there's anything else. If you've enjoyed today's video, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. And yeah, I'll be back on next Thursday at 5 p.m. if you want to come back and join me. Thank you to everyone for coming and joining me. It's a great effort for Ali in the UK and Margot in California. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everyone. You have a great night, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye-bye.